Yo, what's up, guys? You got pokeaim here. Today we have another Pokemon Sword and Shield Wi-Fi battle, and we're using Coconut Head. We got G-max Venusaur. We also have G-max Rillaboom on this squad, and we have, of course, some Sun support from Ninetales, as well as Grassy Seed Halucha. So this team has very different modes. Taunt, Swords Dance, Talonflame, which has been okay as I've been using it. It's been okay, and then Choice Scarf Flygon, which has been surprisingly really good. Now, a lot of people are running stuff like Goodra right now on the ladder. So it's very annoying for me to deal with, but I typically Memento and then Growth with Venusaur. But let's see if we can get some games. Shout out to my boy Raltsboy for the team. If you guys aren't already subscribed and like Wi-Fi battles or Showdown Lives or anything Pokemon related, I would say I'm one of the channels for you. There's a lot of great channels out there, but we have to play on casual because on ranked you can't use the new Pokemon until July 1st. So yeah, a lot of people are testing stuff on casual, and then there's also people who are pulling up with like 6 Ubers, and they know what they're doing too, and their EV spreads, and they're EV'd and everything, but hopefully we don't find any of that. I just want to have some fun games with Venusaur. Hopefully we can get like a dub with it. That's all I want. That's really all I want from this position. But yeah, I guess we'll see what ends up happening here, and hopefully, you know, get a good game or two and just play from there. Really, I hope big Venusaur can come through. I was having a lot of fun with it last night on my stream. Y'all should follow me on twitch.tv/pokeaim. I'll be streaming again hopefully tonight after 11 p.m., but we'll see. So my opponent, I think I fought this guy, or at least a very similar team. But my opponent has Magnezone, not too much, honestly, for Venusaur. Venusaur looks incredible here. I really like the potential Flygon lead. Actually, no. Yeah, Flygon lead just in case they have Marowak with Ninetales and Venusaur in the back. Because Flygon can knock out Marowak with Earthquake. I can threaten Scyther with Rock Slide. And then I can try and win with Gmax Venusaur with, you know, just attacking. If I can Growth as well. Flygon has a good lead matchup versus Magnezone. If they do lead off of Magnezone, they might be sturdy Choice Specs. So if that's the case, I'm going to U-turn out into my Ninetales. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn out into my Ninetales and attempt to do something from there. Now, if they bring their Marowak, which I think is very good versus me, I can see them not bringing it too because I have knockoff potential, Earthquake potential, Earth Power on Venusaur potential, and like Brave Birds from both of my potential flyers. I said potential, like I'm still saying it, man. There's a lot of potential here. But yeah, I think I fought this person before, or at least their team the other day. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Scarf Flygon, though, has a really good speed tier. It's faster than all my opponent's potential Scarfers as well, just because it's base 100. And let's see what happens. So lead off with a Azumarill, the veteran. I like that. I like that. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to U-turn into my Ninetales to get up the Sun. That way I get it ready for my Venusaur. And honestly, they could go right for Play Rough here. My Ninetales will be able to take that. And then if they go for Belly Drum, Aqua Jet will knock me out. But I can go out to Venusaur and just go for my max Poison move, Max Ooze, get my special attack raise, and kind of just go in from there. Because this Mon just hits so incredibly hard. This Mon hits so incredibly hard. As they go right for Play Rough. And they unfortunately miss. I don't really have to go for a Memento right now. I'm going to Solar Beam first, just in case they try and Belly Drum in my face. I suppose they could be Sapsiper. I've been seeing some Sapsiper Azumarills running around. I saw a Sapsiper Belly Drum Azumarill the other day. It put me down when I had a Rillaboom, so it was actually last night it put me down. Well, we'll see, though. They end up Dynamaxing here, which is actually very smart. Mainly because they'll be able to set up the rain. So I'm assuming they're gonna max Hydro Vortex, or well, I just like mixed up two things, but max Geyser and Z move Hydro Vortex. Now, this is actually really, this isn't the best for me, I would say, but I think I might end up living this on like 1 HP just because of the fact that I have the Sun up. They go for Max Geyser. Let's see. Yeah, we don't live it. Pretty bad for me, I would say. Actually, like very, very, very bad for me. But I would say I could still flag on them depending on what they have in the back. So we're gonna bring out the GOAT young Venusaur here. I'm going to turn to my boy Coconut Head. Oh, I have Weather Ball here, which is actually really good too. Which can, in the rain, it can actually deal with Marowak. But we're gonna Gigantamax right here. You know, our hair is gonna go. We got that COVID haircut right now. I changed my trainer, by the way, to look like my wedding photo on Twitter. So hopefully it's more appealing to the eyes. And we're going to go for our G-max Vine Lash. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. This move is kind of clean. It's basically like Charizard. It knocks out a Zoomerl, and it also sets... it's like a firestorm of... yeah, it's basically like a firestorm of... what's it called? Of grass. So fire spin of grass. That's what it is. Anyway, we get to knock you out, which is nice. I have the Weather Ball for Marowak if they want to bring that. And then also this mon in general is just super strong versus them. They end up bringing out your Shifu. Don't think that is a counter to me, my friend. Really don't. I'm just going to go for another G-max Vine Lash. I should live every hit they go for. Wicked Blow is going to crit me, but it won't be able to knock me out. Yup. Is that Life Orb or Bandit? That might have been Bandit, but this is definitely going to knock them out. And based on the way they're playing, I wonder what their last is. Now, I do have Flygon still, so I should be okay. If it's Scyther, I'll get a little bit of damage off on them with my move. And then Rock Slide from Flygon should be able to knock them out. It is Scyther. Okay, cool. So I want to make sure that I get a turn, or an extra turn rather, of my attack on them, because they can easily knock me out with Dual Wing Beat. So I'm just going to max guard here. That way I get 2 turns of my attack on them. And then I'll go out to Flygon after this thing goes down and knock them out with, yeah, they can Dual Wing Beat. And then knock them out with Rock Slide, provided it does connect, because it is 4 times effective. Like I said, we get 2 turns of that on them, which should be really nice. So Venusaur did his job. Surprised it didn't go out into Scyther first, but I guess they didn't. Maybe it's choiced in some sort of way, so it wouldn't have appreciated attack. I think they should have went Scyther first. And they end up hitting their Dual Wing because it's nice. But like I said, we do have Scarf Flygon, which should be able to outspeed. They should take some of this grass damage too. That would have been really cool if they had Marowak though, because I would have max guarded into Weather Ball in the rain, and I would have been able to knock them out, which is pretty cool. Now let's hope that a 4 times effective move lands and also knocks out Scyther. Now if they're Choice Scarf, I should be able to live their hit either way, because Scyther is faster than me. And this is, again, 4 times effective, and we have some nice chip. That's a good 30% off. That's a clearance right there. Give me this. Connect Flygon. Nice, nice, nice. And that is a KO. Beautiful. So, awesome. Venusaur paved the way. I think they could have went Scyther first, but maybe they were worried that Max Strike would do too much and then they'd lose. I don't know. I definitely think they should have went out into Scyther first. I think they messed up their order of, let's say, order of operations. But I mean, I guess that does make sense when it comes to it. Let's go ahead and continue. So Coconut Head did some work in the first game, knocked out 2 Pokemon, and it even got 30% off on Scyther, which if it was a Violite, I probably needed in an attempt to knock it out, because Dual Wing Beat into Quick Attack, Technician, and Boosted could have knocked out Flygon most likely. Just because Dual Wing Beat is basically a Brave Bird. But yeah, let's see how our next game goes. See if we can get some dubs with my boy Coconut Head. Basically, the team is supposed to function with Memento Ninetales, and if you guys want to use it, feel free to. Oh boy, dude has a Mewtwo and Zacian. Okay, I like Flygon as a lead with Ninetales plus Venusaur in the back. We're gonna see if we can win with those, because basically Flygon, if they lead off a Mewtwo, I can U-turn out into Ninetales, and I can Gigantamax with my Venusaur and hopefully knock that out. And then Venusaur plus Flygon are really good versus team, period. Talonflame's really good here too, but I don't trust the damage output. I really don't. Talonflame's really weak, so I don't trust that damage output at all. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what they bring at this point. Like, if they could bring, it's really just a toss-up. But I still think Scarf Flygon is just very reliable. I still think Scarf Flygon is just very, very, very reliable here. Yeah, they're just gonna do nice. Oh my gosh, it's Zacian. Yo, this is gonna be tough, man. Because they get +1 attack as well for nothing. I think I have to Earthquake. For sure. I mean, maybe if they miss Play Rough, if they go for Behemoth Blade and it doesn't knock me. Okay, they're special, which probably still knocks me out, by the way. It doesn't. Oh, good. I'm finding someone without EVs. I mean, this is the thing. Like, there's a lot of people on casual ladder that are testing their teams for when the actual game comes out, like, or when the actual ladder is set up for the ranked. And then there's people who are just using Ubers, and I do not mind them switching. Oh, I definitely don't mind this. I want a little bit of damage on this boy. Going to give me that. Perfect. So I feel like Flygon can, like I said, just win. I'm going to go out into Ninetales here. Scarf Flygon is always reliable versus especially a lot of their Ubers. And I can always click Earthquake versus Zacian. So I'm going to make this play. See how this works out for me. Get up the Sun. If they do not manage to knock me out because I don't think they're EV trained. Then again, Wicked Blow is still really strong. Yeah, I figured. I'll Memento here. Not that it matters too much, but it means that there are other moves they go. Because Wicked Blow will still crit through the drops anyway. But if I bring out Venusaur, I can Growth. And then I can Weather Ball, and then I can Gigantamax and knock out the last Pokemon. So, obviously, this attack doesn't matter at all because Wicked Blow, like I said, always crits. Oh, gosh, that could have been bad, too. Lash Out to lower their attack. Now, luckily, Lash Out is not as strong either way. I'm still taking this seriously just because I could still lose. Whatever they have in the back. If it's Mewtwo, I can lose. So, we're going to Growth here. And then we're going to Giga Drain to knock out your Shifu. Or Urshifu, however you say it. I like Yer, because you're fire. They switch. Huh. Into Mewtwo. Alright, well, I know what I gotta do now. I definitely have to, Gigantamax here. I definitely have the Gigantamax here with my big old coconut head. And knock him out. With my G-max Vine Lash. Let's go. This should knock them out no matter what. I mean, I guess if they Dynamax back, it could be bad. And I'm fasting them because of Chlorophyll. If you guys didn't know, that's how Venusaur's ability. In the sun, it doubles its speed. I have a Pokepaste of the team as well in the description. But if you guys want to just have the code, it was shown in the beginning anyway. Come on, Venusaur. Dude, I cannot believe they did this to Venusaur. They really just made it bigger. Oh, they did Dynamax back. Uh-oh. Alright, this is going to hurt. If it's Max Flare, it's going to hurt. Max Psychic is going to hurt too, but I don't believe it will knock me out. And I'm +2, and they're not EV trained. I'm keeping that in mind. They're more than likely not EV trained because they had Moonblast Zacian. So I'm keeping that in mind. But Mewtwo could still beat me down. This +2 Life Orb, man. I wonder if this still kills. Ooh, very, very close to knocking them out. Very, very close. Please don't knock me out with anything else. Max Mindstorm. I really think I'll live this. Woo! Not bad, not bad. Alright, so thankfully I ended up surviving that. I can knock him out with the Max Poison move in the next turn. I don't think I really need to go for that move. Let me just go for my strongest move possible because I don't want them randomly switching to Zacian and somehow stalling out my Sun turns, even though I do have a Heat Rock. Let me just knock them out. Knock everything out right here. And if they go into Urshifu, I'm going to Max Guard just in case they have Sucker Punch. That way I can get an extra turn of the vines around them and sweep with Earthquake from Flygon. Then again, they might just knock me out either way. No, their ability goes through protects and stuff. I don't know how it works with Max Guard, but I know the other one does. Alright, let me just knock them out. If they have it, they have it, right? I lose to it. So either way. But if not, my boy's going to claim another kill with the vines. And then I can go for Weather Ball and Zacian, which would be super effective. Guarantee knock them out. And that should be game. That's all I want. I had some really good games with this team last night, though. Like, some, like, really fun end games that, like, came down to me outplaying certain, you know, Dynamax moves and things like that. Zacian's so scary, man. This Uber, this legendary, is one of the best he's ever made. Like, it's up there with Mega Rayquaza and Primal Groudon. Easily. How are you going to get +1 attack just for being alive? Anyway, Weather Ball is super effective in the sun because it becomes a fire type attack. And that should be it. My boy Venusaur. Ooh, I love how that. I actually haven't seen the animation, even though I've used it. I just wasn't paying attention, I guess. But nice, we get our win right there. Beautiful. Let's go for another one, just because that one game was not as. Venusaur goes down. That's fine. We stopped flagging on the back. But let's go for another one, just because that one, I guess, wasn't as serious. You could say. I don't know. But again, the team is pretty flowcharty. He has like different modes you can use. I love using Talonflame on it when it actually works. Like when I see Goodra, I bring Talonflame. I usually bring Flygon too because it can threaten it. Like I've even used Flygon to use its max Wyrmwind, I believe it's called, or Whirlwind, whatever it's called, the Dragon Max move. That lowers the attack of another Pokemon. That way, like even though I was like already -1 attack from like Intimidate Gyarados, just so I could sweep them between Ninetales and Venusaur. So hopefully we get another game. A fun one. My dude doesn't have a bunch of legendaries, and yeah, we can get another win with G-max Venusaur. I actually think it's really good. I think its move is really good too. I mean, they all have the same one as Charizard, right? But I think Charizard and Venusaur both are really good. Just Charizard abuses the sun and Venusaur abuses the sun too. Blastoise is okay. All right, let's do that. Chandelure, which is definitely a threat. It's very similarly, I think I go Flygon, Ninetales, Venusaur here. They have Flygon on their own too, but Flygon is just good versus something like their own Ninetales. I can set up. Flygon also helps me check their own Flygon. It helps me check their Chandelure. So we'll go that route. Looks like my opponent already picked 2. Let's get right into it. See if we can end this 3-0. If not, 2-1. I'll be okay with 2-1, but I would love to end it 3-0, and I would love Venusaur, because again, Venusaur is just going to be the mon that does the most work, right? I would love for Venusaur to be able to do it for me. Obviously, Chandelure is a giant threat. They end up leading off of Toxapex. I don't really care about T-Spike. I don't really care about Scald at all. Gonna U-turn here into Ninetales. Just to get up the sun, keep my Flygon alive. I'm actually not going to Memento this time because I feel like that's something I might be able to do later with Ninetales because their team is relatively slow. Plus, Ninetales can still Solar Beam things like Seismitoad if they get out of hand. So we're going to bring up Ninetales just to get up the sun, and then we're going to go hard into Venusaur. As instead of a Toxic Spike. Don't really care too much about that because, again, I have a Venusaur. And we'll just go for Growth after. I'm going to absorb that Toxic Spike as well with my Venusaur right here. And do my best to get off as much damage as possible, too. They could go for a Toxic or a Scald or anything like that. They go for Baneful Bunker. Nice. So I get like the freest possible switch in. With the sun up. I'm just going to go for Growth here. I'm assuming it's Baneful Bunker, Toxic Spike, Scald, and Recover. I don't think they'd be Haze. Oh, I'm about to get hella big on them right now. As they go for Venoshock. And if they want a Baneful Bunker again, bro, you know what? I'm getting greedy. Because if they Baneful Bunker here, I can Dynamax in the next turn and just knock them out. Yup. I had a feeling they would. So we are +4 special attack with probably the strongest Venusaur in the world right now. I got a Life Orb. Oh, I have the sun on my side as well. I think it's a wrap, guys. I'm going to say it's a wrap. I think it's a wrap. It doesn't matter if you Dynamax and you have a million resists at this point, I don't think. So we're going to Gigantamax here. Get my boy, G-max Vine Lash. This is easily going to knock out every Toxapex. I'm going to knock out the Toxapex, Marini line. Shoot, I might even, drip a little bit into the Corsola line that they helped get rid of. Just because this attack is that powerful, man. This is a +4 Gigantamax move. Yeah, so they definitely should have switched. If they didn't bring Chandelure, though, I understand why they didn't. But at this point, nothing on their team will take a hit, I think. Toxapex is gone in one move. And I have... The crazy thing is, like, I can still Memento with I can still memento with my Pokemon as well. I'm gonna hit Chandelure. Yeah, I know Chandelure's coming in. So if I'm them, I definitely max here. I'm gonna max guard just to get a little bit of extra damage on them. Yeah. Best case for me, they actually go for their own max guard too. And then I can hit them with my other move after. I just want a little bit of chip on them. Because if I get rid of Chandelure, then I don't think they have a lot that can deal with the combination of Flygon plus Ninetales, I would say. Could be wrong though, could be wrong. Again, my Ninetales having Solar Beam is a big plus here. Let's max guard just to get a little bit of extra chip just in case they would have survived as they go for max flare. I mean, max flare would definitely nuke me from Chandelure in the sun. But, I mean, if they would have survived on like 1 HP, now they won't. There were leftovers, okay. So I know you resist this, buddy, but I still want to see how much it does. I still want to see how much it does. Woo! That did some big damage. I'm dead, though. That's for sure. Unless they go for the max, unless they go for like another move as opposed to this. So what I think I do here is I bring out my Flygon. I go for Outrage. Outrage ensures that their Flygon has to go for Outrage if they're what's it called? If they're Scarf. I mean, if they're Dragoness, I just win because Outrage knocks out their Chandelure. But I mean, I definitely bring out Flygon here and then I look at their team because I'm not 100% sure what the rest of their team was. But I think I for sure go for Outrage because at that percentage, it does knock them out. Age Slash. Yeah, I got Outrage. If they have Age Slash, so be it. I still have Flamethrower from Ninetales and Max Special Attack and the Sun Up. So, but if they have, I think I could beat Age Slash. But if they have Flygon, I think I lose if I don't go for Outrage. If they have Seismitoad, even if it goes for Rain Dance, I should be good. I should definitely be good because I could just bring out Ninetales, reset the Sun, and then go for Solar Beam and knock them out guaranteed. Let's see if it's Age Slash in the back though. It is Age Slash. So Earthquake would have won me the game right there. Let's see if they're on an air balloon. They are not. Earthquake could have won me the game right there. Got a little bit of chip on them. That actually did a good chunk. Is that crit? They're Rocky Helmet. Interesting. They go for Swords Dance. Now, so Flygon will live +2. Flygon should live +2. I don't want to stay in. They're Rocky Helmet, which is crazy. Yeah, because I can Earthquake. I might still lose to Age Slash. If I Earthquake there, I won. Especially because they weren't Weakness Policy. But I mean, I had to make that play because if they had Flygon on the back, I probably lost if I click Earthquake. If it was just Dragon Dance or something. So they do attack here. They go for Sacred Sword. It's going to leave me on 4. I'm going to Memento just in case they go for anything that's not Shadow Sneak here. Wow, if I Flamethrower it, I won. But we're going to leave them at low HP. Why would you not go for Shadow? What? If I Flamethrower it, I killed you. Do you not have Shadow Sneak? They went for another Sacred. I don't know why they went for another Sacred Sword. Maybe they saw like some slow Ninetales, but I mean, it don't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. At this point, they are back to neutral. That was such a weird play on their part. You either Shadow Sneak, you King Shield. I guess if you don't have Shadow Sneak, you die. That doesn't matter, man. Flygon picks up the last KO. Whatever. Venusaur put in a lot of work in this entire one. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I have a whole lot of Pokemon content coming out. Check out my Twitch because I do stream a lot of Pokemon, Wi-Fi and in-game on my Twitch as well as Pokemon Showdown. And yeah, I'm pokeaimMD. I will see. I've never ended my video like that. I'm pokeaimMD. But I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.